So techno kick and bass using just one sample. Honestly, this is a really simple trick to do, and it can be the underlay of any techno track that you make. So let's dive right in and have a look at it. Right, so we are using a version of Ableton Live 10. This is what you're going to be making today. So sounds good, doesn't it? Proper warehouse vibes. Right, so what we've done here is, on this first channel, which is my kick channel, this is a MIDI track, and I have clicked on to make a clip, and Ableton defaults you 4 beats, so stick to that for now. And what we've got here is 4 kicks. C3, this is the original note that the kick was made at. Quite important. So if you unfold your piano roll, if I put this kick down, it's going to pitch it down. If I'm going to go up here, it's going to pitch it up. I only want to use whatever note this kick was made at. So looking into the effects change. So what I've done here is I've thrown in a simpler, and I've chucked in a kick loop. As it's a kick loop, I only needed the first part of this loop, so I've sectioned it off using this little arrow. And then what I've done is I've right-clicked it and pressed group, and that's what's thrown it into this instrument rack. Then what I've done is I have right-clicked and duplicated this simpler, so I've got 2 chains now. I've renamed this one Top. The reason why it is called Top is because I've just ridded out the bass part of it. I've dipped out some in the mids, and I've emphasized this fork area, which is your bite, and this is what makes it dead easy to beat match in a club when you've got a bit of bite to your kick. So on this boom bit, the reason why it's called boom is because it's the weight, it's the bottom end of this kick. I've dialed it back just by 6 decibels. This is to taste. If you want an extra boom, you can raise the volume up. And that's the beauty of having a chain, is you can sort of mix with it using the volume. So in this part of the boom chain, I've got a corpus. And it is just the default corpus from your audio effects here. And you can see it there. Corpus, thrown it in. And what I've done is I have tuned it so it matches the kick. I've increased the material, I've decreased the in-harm, and I've kept it 100%. I've thrown in a reverb, only using 13% of wet signal, because you don't want it washed out much, and I've put the pre-delay up to 30 milliseconds. Next part, as this is just the bottom end of the kick, I've got rid of all the highs just by using the filter, just to roll it off. And then this is your multi-band dynamics. This is a compressor which lets you compress the highs, the mids, and lows of anything that you have. So this can be found in the audio effect track, and it's under multi-band dynamics. There you go. So it's thrown that in. I've raised the input up and the output up on both of those, and we're using it in parallel, so only 40% of the compressed signal is used. So if you have a listen to it, there's just the top end. If I just solo that off, top end, boomy end, and then together, sounds good. Right, next part, another MIDI track. This is your bass. So it is a duplicate, or just a copy and paste of that simply used in your kick channel, and the corpus, the reverb, the auto filter, and the multiband is just a copy and paste. You can just copy and paste it from that kick channel. It's dead simple. But what makes it a bass is the notes that you play. So if I click onto my clip, in this, what I've done here is I've shortened this loop just to 2 beats. So this little dark grey bit here and light grey, that's 1 beat, and that's 2 beats. So I've got 3 on a 16th grid. I've got 3 notes here. I've raised or pitched it up the kick by 1 octave to C or C4 my piano roll, and then just to taste, I just played in some notes, and I thought that, or B on the piano roll, it sounded good. So what makes this techno bass is these 3 notes here. So you've got here 1 note which has got a bit of a higher velocity, another note slightly lower, and third note lower velocity. And I've swung it a little bit off the grid, and this is what makes it dead loose and not as rigid and digitally feeling. So if I have a listen to that by itself, and I'll put the volume up just for the purpose of the video, sounds dead good. And then with your kick together, and that is your Techno Kick and Bass. You can use that, but what I've done here is I've added in a third channel, and with this here, don't worry about this, because I'm going to put the project file in the comments for everyone to download, and you can use as a default, do what you want with it, or just refer to it, because I understand that videos on YouTube, you'll be pausing it and trying to tweak and match it all up, so I'll just give you the project. This here is a free rack that I found on, I don't know, it was on a blog or something, and it is just an emulation of the old Yamaha DX synth, and there's a bass patch that was dead popular called Lately Bass. So with this is, I have put on a filter to get rid of some of the lows so it doesn't clash with me other bass, and I've got rid of some of the highs. So let's have a little listen to it so you can understand what the Lately Bass actually sounds like. So, dead rich in the mids there. So I don't want too much sort of richness from the mids there, so that's why I put the filters on. But now if I have a little look at the MIDI clip for it, it is just the same 3 notes like before. If I just change that to 16th grid so you can get a bit of an idea where the notes are. 3 notes, and this is just literally F on the piano roll, completely to taste, no music theory at all. And right, so if I have a listen to these 3 together, and there you go, Techno Kick and Bass using 1 sample. If you want to mix this in to taste, some people like it, the richness of it, it is totally up to you. But there you go. If you want to have a little listen to it with a drum loop in, a little breaks loop that I found, and then with a synth loop as well. There you go, Techno Kick and Bass using 1 sample, dead easy. If you like the video, please subscribe. If you want to see some more videos, write in the comments and I'll reply back. There you go, enjoy. Download the project in the comments below.